Yes, people. Welcome back to Beijing Reds TV. Match preview time for the big one. Sunday matinee, Arsenal versus Liverpool at the Learning Center. It's your boy Barnes. It's your boy Crab. Pops will be joining us momentarily, and our special guest Gooner Lee will be joining us momentarily as well. Make sure you smash them like buttons, comment, and subscribe. Share the video to your friends and tell a friend to tell a friend. Big up, Crab. Morning to you, my brother.
Morning. It's early, man. Jeez.
Ain't that early, bro. It's only 9
Saturday
o'clock.
morning. Oh, my Lord. Morning, everybody. Big up the chat. Yeah, man. It's nice Saturday morning. The birds are singing. So that's all good. All good.
A little chilly. A little chilly.
Yeah. Standard.
Yeah. Big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to Ravi. Big up Beijing Reds crew. Smash a like and subscribe to everyone on the show. Big up to our brother G. Big up G. People, make sure you head over to GTV. Make sure you subscribe to that channel. He puts out some wonderful content. Very knowledgeable about football. More knowledgeable than me, but I'm okay saying that. Our brother Pops in the house. He will be joining us momentarily. Big up to Sadiq. Big up to the producer. Big up Adrian. Big up Maria. Big up Laszlo.
Big up yourself, man. Man, like the Irishman. Big up yourself.
Pop's having some technical issues, but he'll fix that out. Crab, big one, bro. Big one on Sunday. Big one.
Big one? Nah, man. Ain't no big one. Team always rises to the top, man. You know what I'm saying?
It is true.
Adversity no hit Arsenal. Let me see how they deal with it. You understand? Because we all been there. They had a good season last year, injury-free. Now they're getting the proper tests. You understand? This is where we can see men from the boys. You understand?
Yeah.
Because we've been through it. We've been through it, bro. We've been through this. You know what I mean? We've known how it is to play with slotting a man in here and slot a man in there, and you know what I mean? Try to make a makeshift back four or makeshift midfield. You understand? So yeah. For me, yeah, it's a big game. It's a big game. Going to the Emirates is always big, you know, it's always a fun game. You know, we haven't done well last year, but yeah, they're dealing with a lot. So I mean, even with a full squad, I think it would still be a good game if they had everybody. So yeah. It's a different Liverpool. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've never had to deal with adversity before because they've been relatively injury-free for the last few seasons. Kudos to their medical staff for doing that. But no, the amount of football that they've played, now the injury bug has hit them. Let's see how them handle it, right? We've, like you said, we've been dealing with that for years under our previous manager, our legendary manager, because of the style that we played and the crazy medical staff that we had that couldn't seem to keep people fit. We always had leg injuries, but we went through it pretty well. We've done not too bad for having all them injuries over the last few years. I mean, needless to say, we've had bad results that cost us titles, but I firmly believe that if we had full squads with limited injuries for them seasons, we would have been fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's only Saliba Pops. It's true, but that was when I talk about major injuries. I mean multiple. Like sometimes for us, we've had 4, 5, 6 players out like consistently during the season. They've never really experienced that. They would have had 1, 2 max, but nothing major like what they're dealing right now. So probably can tell you who will not play for them tomorrow. California is out with a knee injury. Odegaard's out with an ankle injury. Saliba obviously is out because of the red card. Tierney is out because of a muscle injury. Tomiyasu is out with a knee injury. Saka is questionable with a muscle injury, but he has not trained, so most likely he is not playing either. Timber is out with a muscle injury. Again, he has not trained, so he probably ain't playing that either.
They're going to patch up Saka, man. Trust me.
Do you think that's smart though on their point to to force Saka back into this game just because of how important the game is, rather than have him rest his injury, because that could turn out to be not a smart move, because he may get it.
Yeah, it's not a smart move, but I'm saying, think about it this way, right? I agree. If it was me, no, Saka stayed to Chelsea at least one more week, right? But the thing is, they lose this game, they go 7 points behind, right? And you know, City playing as well, and you don't, City's not losing to Southampton. We all know that,
Yeah.
right? So that's 7 points, 6 points behind City, 7 points behind us. That's a big gap already, man. That's a big gap. Understand? And they got Chelsea up next, and like, yeah, it's a big gap. So I mean,
they got Newcastle first, no? Before Chelsea.
Yeah. But I'm saying they got tough running. So for me, I won't play him. So I mean, it depends on the coach, man. You know. So all I've been hearing is all these injuries for Arsenal, but we got major injuries too. I don't understand. People are talking about Liverpool injuries. Understand? Number one goalkeeper out. The only reason nobody's talking about that because we got one of the best number twos in the business.
The best number two.
Jota, our main striker, he's out. He's not playing. You understand? Harvey Elliott out, which is a key contributor to our team. He ain't playing. So, you know what I mean? It's everybody making it seem like, oh, Arsenal got 2 and 3 injuries. We got Ali's a big miss. Jota's a big miss. So, just the same for me. You know what I mean? I don't get
what
it.
I will, and I want to hear your thoughts about this. Jota has been gone the last 2 games, and Nunez has gone into the 9th position. And for me, have really done a job and played a role really, really well in the 9 for hold that player passing off the ball. He got his goal in the Champions League. Some people say he stole it from Moore, but that's okay. I'm right with poaching them sort of things. I mean, if you're not sure, you kick it in if you're onside. So, which is what he did. It's a team, ain't about individual stats. How you liking what Nunez has done so far for the group?
Nunez, man. Nunez is a funny one. It's a touchy subject, man. I mean, I see what he's doing for the team. I get it. I understand. The whole up play, the hustling, the running around. You know what I mean? But I need Nunez to put the ball in the back of the net. That's what I need Nunez to do. Understand? Because that's what Jota used to do. So I need Nunez to get that confidence as well. Like he can score. Yes, he's doing great in terms of the whole up play, in terms of setting up people and all that. But yeah, I need to see more from Nunez. Just like everybody said, I need to see more from Dom. I need to see more from Nunez as well in terms of scoring, because goals is currency. Like my man Dr. Pops would say, goals wins games, and he needs to score more. He does.
Facts.
But listen, his whole up play has been good. You know, Nunez is a worker, man. You know he's gonna work his socks off. He's a worker.
Yeah.
But we need him to be that guy. We need him to step up now and be that guy.
Yeah. Big up to our brother Enz, who's in the chat. People
big up man again.
Enz man. Mods put the Enz channel in the chat so that people can head over there, click the button, hit subscribe, and come right back over. It will open up.
I was watching Enz show yesterday. And he said he scored prediction, but he didn't say it with too much chest, man. I was very disappointed, Ends, man. He didn't say that with chest, man. He said that like you're scared. Jesus, please, brother.
So he was being shy.
Yeah, I don't know. I tell you, man, I said I score line with chest, man. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Ends is a good fella, man. He's a good fella.
So G telling me here, say he stole it, brother. Don't be shy. Listen, I wasn't 100% sold on you. Good, Pops?
I hear, man. I hear.
All right, nice.
I had a little issue, but you know it's.
Yeah. People were saying that Salah goal was going in that Champions League game, but I wasn't 100% sure because it could have possibly hit the bar, hit the side bar when Salah had.
So what? Where is that?
I know, but people.
It went in. It is in,
Nunez
man.
stole the goal, right? Nunez stole the goal. He stole the goal. People are saying
he stole it. All right, that's what number 9
is
supposed to do.
Is that a thing? Stealing goals is that a thing?
Hey, they're quite score a hat trick from about a foot in combination for all 3. at Old Trafford, literally on the line every time. That's what we doing. Nah, we going mad. Big up the chat, so. Big up Crab, big up Barnes. Sorry, you had a man. Don't repeat what people saying, man. Remember, people thought folly. Don't repeat it. Don't repeat folly. Nah, don't repeat folly. Don't repeat folly. We can create content, but we ain't repeating folly. We ain't repeating folly.
Well, folly
was going in.
Going
good. If I was Nunes, I hitting it too. Give me mine. Salah got enough already.
I don't mind the poaching still. I don't mind the poaching. I don't mind it at all. But, all.
Your as a number 9 was your job to score.
No, score goals.
He scored.
Yeah.
Get your confidence up. You need one. Sometimes you need one to go in off your backside, off your elbow, and it count wherever. Hopefully, as the catalyst to him having a run now.
Yeah. How I asked Crab this question, Pops, and I'm gonna come to you.
Yeah.
How have in your opinion, how has Nunes done the last 2 starts since coming in with Jota being out?
Contextually, like I said, when we spoke about Chelsea, again, he's a number 9, so the emphasis on what you're doing in the final third. But in that match, what he came on to do was clearly bring some energy to the team. It wasn't necessarily about whether he scored or not. You could see it. He won more duels, and all of a sudden, these become these statistics that you're talking about. It's really, if you just watch it, you could see it. He came on like a bull in a china shop, just charging around, doing things. And that looked like it was instructions. So if that's the instructions, that's the instructions. The same way, don't got a problem with Szoboszlai running around and people's got a problem. If that is what the coach, Mr. Locke, says, Nunes, go on there and mash up everything. Mash up everything. Now, that's a Bajan term, people. So that's just destroy it. Bull in the china shop. Break it to pieces. Guten Morgen, Lemmy. Big up. And that's what he did. So if that's the job he was asked to do and he did the job, then all good with me. We won. We could talk about other things. Now, if you want to nitpick and say, oh, he didn't control this ball or somebody didn't pass or he was offside, all right, we could do that too.
Yeah, agreed. We can wait for Crab to come in before we get into our predictions, and then we should see.
Yeah.
Or special guest come in at some point. He just running a little bit late right now. Crab?
Yo.
Let me get into your lineups.
A little issues there.
Yeah. Let me get into your lineups. All right. Let me go. Obviously, we know who is Yaros. Is Yarrow starting or is Kells?
Come on, man. We would be doing this for likes or what?
I just asked a question.
Kelleher all day long, man. The best backup keeper in the Prem.
Laszlo got a question. No, Nunes has to run around.
No. The comment before says 2 minutes ago, it's the number 9's job to score goals. 100%, Laszlo. That's why I said contextually, in the context of the Chelsea match, you could see he was asked to do something. Against Leipzig, it was different. And he was right to, quote unquote, steal the goal because now he scored, right? So now that he scored, he got to get a little credit for scoring. He got to get a little credit for scoring, and he scored. Whether or not he's been a success or a failure, all right, you could determine that. But to me, it's just one game. You look at it, one game. You're doing an evaluation or review on one game is one game. If you're saying to me, all right, what do you think of Nunes over the time he's been at Liverpool? He hasn't been a success. We all know what the number 9 for our number 9, number 8, number 7. They're shirts that wear heavy, and the expectation levels for them are very high. And he hasn't reached that level, but he's still our player. So let's see what we can do. This is his opportunity. Much like how Kelleher got a chance here between the sticks, knowing that Ali's going to be out. He doesn't have to play with this idea that all right, next week I back on the bench. This is his chance to increase his value, whether to us or to somebody else. That's yet to be determined.
But Pops in the back of his mind, he knows when Ali's fit, he's back on the bench. That's the problem too, right? No matter how well he plays,
not going to be. Ali's not going to be fit for a while, though, Crab.
Yeah, but no matter how well he plays, the point is he's going to be back on the bench when Ali's fit. So then, as a person, as human, you can say, "Well, why I got to do this and play so hard when I know I can be back on the bench anyway?" You understand? But I get
here's
what
the
you're
flip
saying.
side of that. Then let me show my next employer, sorry, that I can do the job then. Because only Nahana Force came in for him apparently during the summer, right?
Yeah.
All right, good.
They got to
And
Nahana
we think
Forest too.
we think that Kelleher is the number one, not just the best number two.
He is.
Kelleher is the number one. All right, good. Well, then prove that you're the number one and forget all this thinking about Ali coming back in 2 months or whatever. Forget Ali coming back in 2 months. For 2 months, ball out and say, look, I laid on a marker now. All this mama that's really talk. I still here. So what you want to do?
Yeah, but the thing is, what I'm trying to say to you, Pops, is in 2 months' time, he's thinking, okay, I can get a little, that's my cameo, and then I get back on the bench. That's pretty much what it is, though.
But Crab, you're saying that like you know that. You don't know that. Mr. Locke is not.
Are we really gonna do that? Are we gonna do that? You know,
but you don't know that.
Ali starting. Come on now.
So wait. Let me. All right. For 2 months, Kels don't lose a match. For 2 months, no losses. And Ali comes back. Were you saying, yeah, Kels sit back down? And the team Ali got the rhythm.
Yeah, but you can tell
I
you
don't
know.
I don't know that, but I'm just saying if
I'm just saying the
period, whoever it is, he doesn't have a bad period, and we are top of the league, no losses. You can just say, "All right, thanks for that, man. Go and sit down." No, we felt that Ali was rushed back before, so you got the opportunity now to say, well, you know, if he does have a good period, I don't have to throw you back in immediately.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So Trent starting at right back, obviously.
Yeah, well,
I concerned with this niggle though. Yeah, you got a little niggle.
Yeah, you got a knock.
Concerned with that.
But Bradley's hurt right now, so
he was ill.
We got Gomez.
No, he hurt.
Yeah, it seems
Bradley
he got injury.
Yeah, Bradley got injury.
Jeez, man.
A little one though, nothing major. He can be good. He can be all right.
So the usual back two, center backs, Verge,
French
Ibu,
Bulldog, and
the best center backs in the league.
Do y'all see that look?
Do
y'all see that little clip I sent with Akinfenny?
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. No, here's a goal in question. Who's starting at left back?
Robbo, there's no goal in question. Costas was injured. He's now coming back. Yeah, you gotta play Robbo there, man.
Why Robbo is automatic? I just asked.
Well, he's the best left back we have on the team.
Robbo legs in there no more.
Oh Jesus, everybody in this Robbo legs.
Are you only asking the question, bro?
I'm just saying. The fact of the matter is, Robbo still plays at a top level. Don't mind the legs gone. He still plays at a top level.
Saka hasn't trained Lemmy, so
he trained yesterday.
This game. He ain't trained. He wasn't there.
Or today. Or today then.
He trained a little bit.
He and Timber had a little bit, yeah.
So we wait and see for them.
I don't care.
Crab saying Robbo. I think Simicast gets the nod in this one.
Why? Give me a reason why. Simicast, you saying Simicast is faster than Robbo in terms of legs?
He is.
No, I don't think so.
He is. And the other thing that I would say is that Simicast crossing and ball delivery into the box has been better than Robbo this season.
Here we go with the crossing.
But with that, you want to have box into the dangerous areas, right?
Okay,
and Simicast, every game, not every game, but in the Champions League game, for example, this week on Wednesday, every ball that Simicast put into that box from a corner or from a cross was in such a dangerous area that we could have, if we had somebody there, we would have scored a ton of goals.
But y'all getting on like, okay, this is the problem now, right? This is the problem. You see, we got Trent on the other side. How many times you see Trent crossing balls now? Trent doing more defending than normal.
Yes,
it doesn't
100%.
matter who's crossing or not. We got a lot of players that can do dead ball situations. We got a lot of players that can take corners. You don't need to see me for a corner. So y'all telling me this better delivery nonsense? It don't make no sense to me because we got a lot of other players that can deliver a corner.
I know you are.
It's not about that though. It's Simi for me defensively is not better than Robbo. It's not. He's not.
Okay.
It's about going forward. Everybody's talking about he's better going forward. Yeah. Cross is better. He's not better defensively. He's not.
So let me ask you this here then.
I just don't feel it.
Why is it for you that every time we can go have a game, I just asking, automatically for you is Robbo?
Because he's the best left back we have. Yeah, I don't want to start. It's no talking about it's the best left back we have. Robbo can walk into almost any team in the Prem, man. I don't understand what y'all talking about, man. I get it. His legs gone. I get it. He ain't gone. Ain't as much as it used to be. His legs not 100% gone. Understand? He's still a better defender than Costas.
Madueke cook him though on
Madueke will cook anybody in the freaking Prem, bro. Ask Pops.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
Pull back in the Prem. Everyone.
If Saka plays, you think Robbo can hold Saka?
Of course. Defensively, yes.
I just asking.
Listen, there's games that I believe Costa should play, and there's games that I believe
believe Costa should only play in the FA Cup or the Carabao.
Oh, he could play some Champions League as well, of course. I don't know. For me, Simicast is better going forward, and Robbo's better defensively. So just put them together and let her have a baby. I don't know what y'all want me to say. I don't know what y'all want me to say, bro. Nah, we don't want Gomez a left back. Gomez need to be back up now for Trent because of, you know what I mean? So
big up sideline. Pops, who for you started?
Robbo started, man.
I think Simicast starts, but I can get rule
I can tell you why Robbo starts for me. Lucho starts for me.
That's right. Better connection, correct.
I think Simicast starting personally, but I get ruled out here because it's two of you.
But guys no, not even that. Look, Robbo didn't play much minutes the last game too, right? In the Champions League, didn't he not come off the bench?
Yeah, he came off the bench.
Exactly,
yeah. And he didn't look good either when he came off the bench.
Oh Lord.
I don't know, crap. I'm not having an agenda, you know. I'm just speaking from what I saw. He didn't look good.
I hear you.
I don't have an agenda on Robertson. Robertson is class. He's done as well. He's a legend in the club. But at some point in time, when you've been run to the ground, especially with our old way of there ain't nobody in our team that has run more than Robertson.
You don't need to run.
Not just
7 seasons.
Not just domestically though, internationally, Robbo don't take a break either. He's playing
exactly
every minute for Scotland.
Exactly.
He just play.
You don't need to run. Slot says stay back there and defend. That's it. You need to run. I know he played a lot of football. I know. I get it. He's not the same Robbo. We all know that. But for me, he's still better than Costas in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, you always felt that way, and that's your opinion. You're right for it.
Simi's an average fullback, man. I don't know why they hype with Simi. He's average.
Robbo in, let me move on though.
All right.
Robbo's in, crap. Relax. Let me move on.
No, I'm good. I'm saying, man, the agenda, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I don't have an agenda, bro. I asked
well, not you. I'm not saying you, man. I'm not saying you.
Robert Birch, obviously.
One and only.
Now, who partners with him in the pivot? Is it Jones? Is it Mac?
Mac, man. It's got to be Mac 10.
Mac.
Oh, here's the golden question in number 10. I know who playing in number 10 for sure because he's always get picked. He's the first player on the team sheet. So Sabazalai for me, Slot is who put it in there.
It has to be work rate. We talk about Nunes work rate. Barnes, we were just talking about that. Work rate, what he does, it's gotta be Dom. It's gotta be Dom. Listen, as much as he doesn't produce, I wish Curtis could play it, to be honest. But Dom can help out on both sides. Listen, work rate, man.
Honestly, for me, Crab, what I wouldn't mind seeing is Jones in the double pivot with Grav because Jones is a good ball carrier. He's got good dribbling abilities. Yeah, some people complain that he can hold on to the ball too much. But Jones can actually keep the ball. He doesn't lose the ball often. And him playing in a double pivot with Grav would be phenomenal. And then have Mac in the 10 for me.
Jones
big up, Flawless. Big up to Sarcasm City TV and Flawless, my brother. And have Mac in the 10 instead.
Don't like that. Don't like that. I think 10 is a better position for Jones than the pivot for me.
You know what's ironic? We rotate the positions anyway. So whoever starts
Exactly.
in the pivot sometimes ends up in the 10 and vice versa. So
The thing is, none of them have the legs that Sabazlai. That's why Sabazlai have to play.
the lungs.
Understand? The legs and the engine. None of them have it like Sabazlai.
Let me got the lungs.
They ain't got the lungs, man. That Hungarian got the lungs like, God damn.
So Nunes starting, obviously, because Jota out.
Nunes starting by default.
Now, who starts on the left?
Lucho Robbo does the combination for me.
Colombia.
That's why you got Robbo at left back.
Gotta be Lucho, man.
I think it's Lucho too, but
Gotta keep Yak on that bench ready and excited to come on. Lucho, man. It's gotta be the Colombian coffee bean, man. Has to be.
Robbie got a
It
question.
changes.
But why we think Sabazzo continues? Why is Sabazzo playing bad? Because he's not scoring? Like, how is he playing bad?
Oh, here we go. Doesn't matter which team score first, determine who wins the game on Sunday.
It does. 100% it does.
I think who scores first puts the extra pressure on the other team, to be honest with you.
I would not like Arsenal to score first. I would not like that. Because then the crowd, the whole atmosphere changes. Nah, man.
Arsenal is scoring. Arsenal is scoring first. Arsenal has no creativity with their creative players out the game. They have none. Zero creativity. Look at how they struggle against Bournemouth.
You don't need creativity to score, though, Barnes. You don't need creativity to score.
Yeah, but set pieces as well.
A set
Yeah,
piece,
I agree.
a free kick, a long throw, a corner. They're dangerous from all them sort of positions.
A mistake from one of our defenders, a mistake from one of our players, land at somebody's feet, bam, goal.
Yeah, they could be dangerous in those spots. I agree, but I just don't.
Against the defensive side, you won't score first.
That's right.
I don't think
you want
that
them to
they're.
come out the shell. You want them to come out the shell. Barnes.
That's scary.
You know.
Atlantic got a question. Big Atlantic. We didn't come back versus four. As far as the score first, do we have the minerals to combat? Yeah, I agree.
No, he's asking. So the thing is, the difference between
we have
Arsenal
the minerals.
and Forest now is that Forest got real good defense. Arsenal's been giving up goals. So I would say we do a better chance than Forest. Forest defense is tough, to be honest. I can't believe it.
But Arsenal, to be fair,
just said that
about 6.
Arsenal defense better than Forest. Crab, what we talking about?
No, I said Forest. Sorry. Forest defense is better. So if we had to go down a goal against Arsenal,
there's no way that Forest defense is better than Arsenal win. What do you mean?
Look at the stats. But isn't stats part of the game? So how much goals Forest concede?
That's it. No, all right. That's it. Is that it? I just want to understand that. Is that that's it? If the numbers are higher or lower, that's it. I just asked the question.
Wait. If a team concede less goals than another team, which team has better defense?
I'm asking you a question. Don't answer the question with a question.
Player, man.
I'm asking a very simple question here. I never hear you say anybody from Forest next to Virgil and Ibu. Never ever. But you saying
as a collective,
that Saliba and Gabriel are the next
I'm
best.
not talking about the personnel play. I'm talking as a collective. They're better. They're playing better defensively right now. I'm sorry. They got less goals conceded.
All right.
That's a fact. Arsenal got the same amount of goals as Spurs. Would you say Spurs got a good defense? Highline Spurs. Would you say they got a good defense? Arsenal got the same amount of goals.
It's not exactly the same amount. It's not the same.
One goal less, sorry. Arsenal got one goal less.
Okay, good. Thank you. Then it's not the same, right? Then it's not the same.
Okay. So it's still a bad defense. Barnes, do you agree with me or not?
Okay.
Arsenal defense has not as been good as last season.
But it's not bad. You just called it. You just called it bad defense.
I'm just saying Forest is better.
You just said. You literally just said it's bad. Literally.
For me, Arsenal's defense is not as it doesn't look as good as it did last season, but that's because they're missing key parts of their whole defensive component. Odegaard does a lot of work for them in defensively as well, and him not being there is actually disrupted a lot of the fluidity from the team in terms of defense and on the offensive side. So yeah, Crab, you do have a point saying that their defense isn't as good, but that's because they're missing key parts to their defense. Their defense is still very, very good, but that's because of the setup. Arteta loves playing a ton of center backs, put them in different positions, and when he comes into big games, he's going into those games with a weak mentality, in my opinion, saying, I ain't losing this game. I going in this game for a draw. And we get Nick a win, that's bad. That's good. But that's his mentality every time and how he sets up. Look at how he set up against City. And I think he can set up the same way against Liverpool. He can come in very defensive minded. He can park the bus and he can try to hit us on the counter. That's exactly what he can probably try to do, because he knows he can't play open football with Liverpool with the players that he has available to him. Otherwise, he can get run off. Them can get run off the pitch. That's just my opinion. He can't be that stupid to say I going head to head with Liverpool with a depleted squad. He has to play defensively. So you may see 4, 5 centre backs, maybe, because with Saliba gone, who's going to slot in the centre back? And when Gooner comes in, he's going to probably break all this down for us. But if you come in, if he's not, Saliba's not going to be there. So who plays in that centre back position? Do you put Rice in that position? Do you put Ben White in that position? Who do you put in that spot? To be honest with you. And then Calafiori is out now. If Timber doesn't play, who goes into the left back position? Do you pay Zinchenko and go put him up against Salah? I think that's a mistake because Salah will cook him. But I could Mark. I could see Rice at centre back. Big up to Slice, stumble across the street for the first time. This guy in white top is hitting nail on the head. Big up, man. Big up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification so you can continuously see us when we go live. Yeah, Flawless, it should be Rice at centre back. Pops, do you agree with that? That Rice should be at the centre back position?
You can move Ben White over one, play Partey at right back. He's done that before, and then have Partey invert from right back into the middle. You got Timber. Timber's going to play. Timber and Saka are going to play, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. So the idea that you got to be defensive, you spend a lot of money, you got a squad, you lose players, you still got to figure out what you're doing. You can't just rip up the plan and say, all right, because I don't have Odegaard and whoever else missing, you can't do it. You can play Saka on the right because he's going to play. You're going to play Havertz up top. You're going to play Martinelli on the left, probably Trossard at the 10. And then you got the options for the pivot. So you could play Jorginho, Partey, Rice, Marino, whatever his name is, walk 2 of them, and then whoever isn't playing there ends up sliding backwards. Rice at centre back, then Ben White stays at right back and Tim at left back, or slide over Ben White and Partey at right back. So the options are there. That's what he gets paid the money to do. You get paid big money to figure these things out. You can't just say, oh, shoot, Odegaard ain't playing, so let's just play 3 defensive midfielders in front of a back 4 and hit and hope and see what's gonna happen. Because if we present them with the ball and say, all right, you know what? Here, have the ball in. There's no counter attack. Big up, Mr. John Conway. There's no counter attack. You're at home, you have the ball. Because the onus and impetus has to be coming from them, not us necessarily. Because in the same way you said he went to City for a draw, arguably we're going to get a point. He isn't the worst point because at Emirates, they're 4 points behind us. We maintain the gap. All right, City can probably win and go ahead. So what? But at all costs, they can't lose. In their mind, that's what they're saying. Because to go 7 points behind us at this point is somehow, oh God, season over. But again, 7 points at this stage in the season is way too early to say it's definitive to the point that it means nothing will go right for you for the rest of the season. And the question is, how much you willing to gamble on this game? So you're going all in. You put Saka and Timber at 70%, 65%, depending whatever the number is on the pitch, and say, all right, this is Liverpool, so we need you out there. And Saka does a couple runs, and then all of a sudden you all hobble off, and that's him for another 6 to 8 weeks, as opposed to saying, well, you know what, maybe let me wait till next week when you're at 80% and risk you in that game more so than this one. And again, that's where you get paid the money. You and the backroom staff and the medical boys go figure that out. Less of our concern. Big up, Mark.
Having Partey fill into the right back position to defend against Lucho, I think he can get cooked, to be honest with you, because he don't have the legs to hold Lucho.
I'm just saying it's an option, but he's not going to play really. When he plays at right back, he ended up in the pivot. So they play with a 3-box-3, similar to what we would have done. So he would have done this for a Trent, which means Ben White then just becomes that right back, right centre back if he's gone over one. Or you could flip Timber and play Timber on the right side and play the youngster on the left side, because Timber can play with both feet. He's actually really, really good.
Yeah. Timber's a quality player.
As a footballer. Yeah, just as a footballer. So he can play there as well. But again, that's why Arteta gets paid the money. Those are the answers that he has to ask for the questions that are being asked.
Now I can get into my shameless side. I am anticipating to go into that learning center and beat the brakes off this team. I want to see it for 2 reasons. One, I want to see Arteta going crazy by sideline so I can have some laughs. And 2, I want to see the fan base going to full meltdown. Big up to my brother Troops. Big up to Gooner Lee. Should be here shortly. Gooner Lee just got some chores there that he's dealing with that he should be here soon. Yeah, I want to see them in full meltdown because they've been talking a whole roll of rubbish for the last how many years, and this year has been the same nonsense again. Yeah, fake pet. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, their fan base is what have my dislike for Arsenal as high as it is. The team has played good football. Yeah, that is a good point there, Freedom. Anthony Taylor is the referee for this game.
Who cares?
I ain't care about refs right now.
Who cares? Most of them ball and all of them is incompetent, so it don't matter.
Yeah, every single one of them incompetent. Look at the one that referee our game against Chelsea. He was fully incompetent. He ain't balled.
Yeah. Look at Champions League. We see Europe better. Matt get booked for a dive. Blatant foul. Nunes penalty.
Nunes blatant foul. Nothing.
Yeah, so here's what it is. Forget the ref.
Yeah,
that's what we're gonna do.
It's gonna be pretty crazy. Crab internet going mad. What happened to your internet, B?
Yeah, it's not my internet. It's my laptop, man. I don't know. It's okay. We'll figure it out.
Oh, okay. It's not a laptop new?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I going in with full confidence and beat the brakes off these men Sunday. To be honest, I want to have that 7-point cushion against them. I want to see the fan base go crazy, and then I want to sit back with my popcorn and watch AFTV and all the different channels going nuclear. And
this is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be a problem right here.
Nah, you can't leave it in his hands. Although all them incompetent crowd.
You jump back in late. We had that conversation already.
Oh yeah, I think he's gonna be a problem. I just think so.
What might be a problem is he might have to give a big decision as well.
I ain't even want to leave it up to the referee.
Imagine we get a penalty in the 95th minute, 1-0 winner.
You know me, I would take that scummy win. I would take that all day, every day.
Arteta will battle Trent side, but Trent's a different defender. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
So score predictions.
I'll let the doctor go first, man.
I reckon Saka is gonna play.
Was your score prediction, Pops?
I going 1-2.
1-2, that's right. Crab?
Chest out, 1-3. We can give up a goal maybe, but 1-3. Yeah, we can put 3 in these fools, man. Oh, I saying it with chest out. Ugh.
Freedom and Slayer didn't agree with me.
I gone a lot different to you guys. I gone 0-3 clean sheet. I don't see Arsenal scoring at all. Period.
Wow.
I get clean sheet. I tell you, we're going in there and beat the brakes off these men. Beat the brakes off them, man.
At the Emirates.
At the Learning Center, yes.
At the Learning
At the Learning Center, yes.
2-0.
No, goal scorers. Pops, who's scoring?
The King and his buddy. Nunez and
So
Mo.
Nunez Moore. And
Yeah.
who's scoring for them?
Gabriel.
Okay,
Ah,
Crab, I come to you next.
I think Havertz can score for them because Havertz scores sometimes. Yeah. For us, the King got to score one. With their playing backup center back, I feel Ibu can put a big head in there somewhere. And I got my man Dom with a screamer, outside the box. Tell that boy, calm down, calm down.
I got Mo Salah with a brace and Nunez scoring. And a goose egg for them.
Okay.
They're going to walk off the pitch. You remember back in the day, Pops and Crowd, when we were watching cricket, when a man get out for a duck, you would see the duck come on the screen and the bat on he wing and he walking off and he sweat there. That's what you see them doing. They ain't going to be walking off that pitch like a duck. Goose egg, man. Absolutely nothing. Zero. Nothing. Arteta can be complaining. He can be out. He box. He can be on the field like he want on. He flipping well boots to go on bigger minerals. Yeah, we super excited with this game. I got full confidence.
Don't forget our Arteta got the speakers set up since yesterday,
Yeah, he been playing you never walk alone since the Champions League game.
Yeah, at home this time you got to.
He can still be layering that because the Liverpool fans gonna be the see flawless. Remember they duck walking across the screen. Yeah, that's exactly what they're gonna be doing, man. Ay. This game can be good. It can be entertaining, but I got a funny feeling Arteta gonna park the bus. I just got that feeling. We said it to Flawless when we did the Barbados show on Sunday. I think this man gonna be loaded up in the back with beer center back just to play defensively because he got a weak mentality. He's scummy with it. That's why you don't rate him.
Yeah, Saka can play for sure, though. I don't mind all the talk about Saka playing for sure. I know it. I'd be shocked if Saka ain't playing. Yeah,
I don't know. It's 50-50.
I feel your honesty. They know my man Dom still got it. The producer got agenda. Talking about I got problems with Robo. She got agenda with damn Dom. I don't know why.
Arteta said that they're gonna be on fire, so
I'm gonna be on fire with 3 CDMs playing in midfield.
That's his quote. That's his quote. I'm just
they can be on. They can be funny. That's what he said.
Fire. Not
oh,
funny.
They're on fire. They can be on fire.
Yeah, for the weekend.
Okay.
So
they get on fire. Oh, okay. Well, they eat. What was them peppers from Trinidad? What them peppers from Trinidad? Little small ones.
The
bird peppers. As the ones, you know. Was I talking Pops? That small, that deadly and fire. That's the only fire he talking about.
They got Ravenite.
Big at Ravenite.
The man on the hill. Ravenite on the hill, man.
Man on the hill, bro.
Big at honesty. Gooner is coming right now, so we can get his side on Arsenal. We can get his take on Arsenal.
That's right. Tell them honesty. If Dom playing, the coach have be seeing something. So
let somebody else say it because I keep saying it and it don't seem to be being heard. So let somebody say it. Read it, crap.
CJ Endomort, even a fit Elliott can take Dom place. So maybe Dom is doing something right. Otherwise, he would have been dropped him like Kevin Owens. I don't know who the hell Kevin Owens is, but yeah.
Kevin Owens is a WWE wrestler.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I am not the biggest fan of Dom. Everybody knows that. I am just very frustrated with his shooting at goal, which he seems to love doing when he played for Hungary. But with us, He want to turn into Ronaldinho and try to dribble through man to get a better shot, and then ends up losing the ball. That is frustrate me. His short passing and his forward pass is frustrate me because he's lose the ball, and then when he's under pressure, he just kick the ball into an open spot in the field over his shoulder without even looking to see if somebody there, and then we give up the ball. That is frustrate me. I am not going to discredit him for the work rate and what he does and the tracking and run around the pitch and covering players. Defensively, I'm okay with what he's doing. Offensively, as in the position, I need a lot more from him.
So, Barnes, it sounds like you come down off a hilltop. Or you was up on
Nah. To me, he's still got a whole bench. He can't be the first person in the starting 11 every single week. I saw
But the coach doing it though, Barnes. So what would that tell you?
No, notice what I said, Crab. I said for me, he shouldn't be starting. He should have crazy glue on his football shorts, and his ass should be stuck to the bench.
The problem is everybody says that Nunes can come good and Nunes and this. But why Dom can't do the same?
All right, but why it gotta be about Nunes and Dom?
No, I'm saying
to bring Nunes into the Dom conversation.
Yeah, that's because the two players right now that people are talking about that's been underwhelming in terms
why
of.
You say Robbo then? Why you say Robbo then?
What Robbo has to do other than defend?
No, but why you say Robbo? I just asked you why you say Robbo.
Wait, hold on. I could say more too. I could say more too. That do nonsense with the ball all the time.
No, but say more and Dom and continue the discussion.
All of them.
Say more and Dom. Say more and Dom and continue.
All of them, man. Listen, I ain't getting into this with you.
With me?
I ain't getting into this with you, man. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Until we get a better left back, Robbo start. Stop it. Huh?
No, I didn't say anything other than why did you say Robbo? I didn't say anything about Robbo. I just said why did you pick Nunes? You could have picked anybody else. Why do you need somebody else?
How much goals we can say this season?
Let the big man in the house, man.
And with that,
I take the name wrong though.
Well, it should be Liverpool League.
Scout.
Yeah. I went on Copish and I swear I see Liverpool and I say,
listen.
I say I gotta be on an old stream. I gotta be on an old stream.
Firstly, brothers, I am so you know what? I swear I was so tired. The way I fell asleep, man, was bad. That was bad. That jet lag was crazy, man. That jet lag is crazy. That jet lag was crazy. But we're here. And let's just make sure that we all know that there was a certain guy that was on that stream yesterday that I will probably see tomorrow, and we will be having words for his nonsense that he was doing yesterday. But anyway, we're here. Man.
How was the vacation, brother?
Well, it was good. It was good, but it clearly did a lot to me because my days, I literally just woke up, I jumped up and I saw the message and I was like, bloody hell. Yeah, I need to get here. But anyway, man, we're here. 52 minutes late, but we're here.
That's all good. You're here. So I come into you, Gooner, because you're the biggest support of Arsenal. You pump up your chest, you support your club. You just talk a roll of madness sometimes. You like to gas people up. How are you feeling for this game, bro?
You know what? I first you want to say, look, and I'm sure I have to come back and watch the show because I actually haven't seen what you've been talking about. But I kind of had Liverpool in this position. I'm not shocked by what Liverpool are doing. You know, I'm not shocked by anything what Liverpool are doing. I had them in a good position. I had them finishing top. I had Liverpool finishing top. So there's nothing from me that is shocked about. I'm not shocked about what's going on with Arsenal either because, as I said, I had them finishing third. So yeah, there's nothing from me that is. And you can go and see the tapes. You can see everything on Twitter. I've said that I don't think we did enough. So for me, there's nothing for me to complain about because I really thought that this was going to happen. Now, on Sunday, I think you guys are in for a shock, though. Now, that's not me saying that you ain't going to win the league, but I don't think you'll win on Sunday. I think if your fan base, the way that your fan base are moving, I think if the players are moving like that, then I honestly do think that you're going to lose. I think you're going to lose. I think there's a lot that we can chop up about Liverpool and about Arsenal as well, but I do think there's a lot of disrespect being put on Arsenal. And I just think that there's a lot that you guys need to understand, that you have got the credentials to win the league, but coming to Arsenal is not a joke. And I've seen a lot of 4-1s, 3-1s. I think that's highly disrespectful. I do. I think the way that you guys think that you're going to come and just have the freedom of N5, Arsenal Stadium, to do what you want is crazy to me. But, you know, it's Liverpool, and, you know, they like to do these crazy things at times and say their fans like to say a lot of crazy stuff, you know, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. But yeah, nothing's a shock to me because I had Arsenal finishing third and I had Liverpool finishing top.
So you're saying that it's going to be a tough game. I agree, it's going to be a tough game. But for me, you know me, I'm shameless. We going in to beat the brakes off of you, and I said that for a reason. You are a wounded animal right now. You've got players out in key positions. Your creativity is not there because your talisman and Odegaard is out of your team. Yes, you can score on set pieces, but you've always been dangerous on from corners or from free kicks. You've always been dangerous that way. However, if Saka is not playing this game, I don't know where your goals come from, to be honest with you, because I don't see Martinelli being a trouble. Jesus is just a waste man. Havertz needs to have service to become effective, but Odegaard not being there is a problem. Your defense has not looked as sharp as it has the last few seasons, and that's because you have had injuries in key positions. So Arteta's had to put players in fill-in spots, and it's disrupted the fluidity of your squad. That is why I think, because you're wounded, we going in there to beat the brakes off of you on Sunday. Not from a disrespectful standpoint, is because how Liverpool's been playing and how systematic Slot's tactics are and what he does. I think he sees that there's opportunity there to fully take advantage of Arteta and Arsenal to beat them. I think that's his mentality. I mean, you agree with my comments, or you think I'm being shameless?
Firstly, how long we got? Because I got a little while. So we can go in, we can chop it up. I know I'm sorry, as I said, I'm genuinely, lads, I'm genuinely so sorry that I'm late, man. Honestly, you can even see it from my, I was shattered, man. But I feel good, man. I'm hyped up for this game, you know. I am hyped up for this game. It's going to be a good game tomorrow. But yeah, look, for me, honestly, there's not a lot that I look at, and this is the issue. I'm not sitting here saying Liverpool fans shouldn't be hyped up for the game. I'm not sitting here saying that you shouldn't be pumped, but I just think that people are looking at it and thinking it's a walkover. Now, last season we played Man City at home and we didn't have Saka, and we still beat them. We beat them 1-0 with that same Jesus. Now, I think people are looking at the names, and my issue with Liverpool fans, my issue with Chelsea fans at the start of the season, and Monts will attest to this, I didn't like the fact that Chelsea fans were disrespecting Liverpool's squad, saying that they're not good enough, they're going to finish 5th, they've got a better squad than you. But you're looking at names. They're looking at names. They're not looking at what Liverpool have actually done. They're not looking at the injuries they had last season. And I'm now saying the same thing with Liverpool fans. I think you're looking at the actual names and not what they can do. Jesus hasn't played well, but he can step up. He can play really well, and he does play really, really well against you. Havertz is a damn good player. You may not want to admit it, but he's a damn good player. And if we want to talk about players that have cost money and haven't performed, there's a few that I can mention in your club right now. They haven't performed. Havertz isn't one of them. If you want to look at Martinelli, he's getting better. He's going to be an outlet for us. So he's definitely somebody that I can look at and say, that front three, if they do play, I think they can do bits. They will need to work hard and they can do bits. But I think Saka will play anyway. I think Saka will play. But if he doesn't, I'm still comfortable that we can find a way to win. And I think with Arsenal, we find ways to win. And I think what's going to happen tomorrow is whether or not we have our first 11 out, if we have our second 11, a mixture of the first and second 11, we'll find a way. And I think Arteta is good at that. People like to mock him. People make out that he's not a good manager. The man is a damn good manager. And yes, it's hard to kind of go fully overboard with him because obviously he's not won anything to kind of show that. But bro, I'm telling you, the guy is good. Now, does he need to learn from some of the mistakes? 100%. Does he need to improve with some of the stuff? 100%. But I think he's going to be shown a lesson. I think he's going to show Liverpool a lesson tomorrow. And that doesn't take away from the start you've had. That doesn't take away from what Slot's done this season, because all of these things, I think, I've given praise for. I've given praise to Liverpool for what they've done. But I think you're coming up against a team that, as I said, you've got Declan Rice in there. He can perform to a world-class level. Is he a world-class player? No. But he has that in him. You've got in there Partey. He's been fantastic this season. You've got there Ben White, who's been one of the better right-backs over the last 3 years in his position. You've got Gabriel, who loves to go up against Núñez because he loves the fight, and he's such a good defender. If it wasn't for Van Dijk, he'll probably be the best defender in the league, outright. Right now, I can have a fight about who's the best defender in the league, but I'll probably still give it to Van Dijk. But if Gabriel's up there, it's not like I'm making anything up. And then you've also got Timber, who I think is unquestionably be one of the best players in his position. He can play left back, right back, and centre back. So yeah, man, there's a lot that I'm optimistic about, and I think we can find ways to beat you. It's not going to be easy. It's definitely not going to be easy. But I'm just more sticking on what you said and what a lot of your Liverpool compadres have said. I think it's just disrespectful that the walkover that people are making out of that it's going to be. Whether we have I think if we had our full squad, it would have been an easy Arsenal win. Honestly, I think it would have been an easy Arsenal win because I don't think people understand how good this team is. I don't think people understand. People look at performances from our players. People look at what we're trying to do, but people don't give the context of the first season under Arteta when we were challenged. We went gun-ho football. What you did in 18-19, where you was playing free-flowing football, but you couldn't defend. And then the next season, what you did was you shored it up. You went a lot more pragmatic, still played good football, but you won a league 19-20. That's what we tried last season. We tried a bit of that. Now, this season, we're trying to do defensive. We can find different ways to win. And there's more than one way to skin a cat, as they like to say in the Caribbean. So, yeah, man, like I'm very, very optimistic about Arsenal. I think, as I said, if Arsenal play well and Liverpool players come like how the fans are, I think it's going to be a walkover. I think we're going to batter you because I think you're very optimistic and you shouldn't be. I really don't think you should be.
You're a funny guy. Now you're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. You just sat there and said Liverpool fans disrespecting you, and Tehran said if we had the full squad, we would batter you.
Yeah, disrespecting us now.
But fans who are looking at you as a depleted squad are saying we should go in and batter you. Now I don't agree with either the two statements, but I'm just saying that's funny. Give me your 11. You say a lot without saying anything. Give me the 11. Give me your 11.
What I'll say back to that, Pops. What I'll say back to that is I look at our squad. Everybody predicted us to finish top or near enough top. So it's not crazy for me to think that we could batter you. Last season we beat you 3-1. So let's and I think even last season we didn't have Saka against you as well.
3-1 is a 2-0 win is a battering then.
Yeah, I think 2-0 is a battering. I think 2-0 is.
Come on,
2-0 is no.
I just want to understand what battering means. What battering means.
I made it very clear. I think that I've heard your fan base say 4-1s, 3-1s, which I think is disrespectful. That's what
3-1 is disrespectful.
And I just heard you say that you would batter us with your full squad. So was any different? You and them in the same squad. Wait, hold on. Again, when you on here, talk to me. Talk to me. Don't talk to the fan base. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Let me land. People are only saying 3 and 4-1 because we're missing probably 4 players, possibly, potentially.
And if we weren't, that's normal. Right?
Yes. Okay. So let me land. So if we weren't missing those 3 or 4 players and we were playing fantastic football the way that we were playing end of last season, it would be a very
big if though. That's a big if though. That's too big of an if. That's not the reality, though. Come on, man.
No, you're not listening. You're not letting me land. You're not. I'm saying if we had our first team out, I think you would have struggled.
You said,
now, what?
No.
Yes,
you said you would batter us. That's
yes,
your
let
word.
me land. Yes, if you let me land, I'm gonna answer.
You said it already. You landed. You said you would batter us.
But you have to let me hold on. But it's a conversation, so you've got to let me explain my point. My point to you is we are a better team than you. I do believe with our first 11 out. Now, for all of the respect I've given you, I've given you more than enough.
League.
Wait, I've given you more than enough respect.
That's false praise, man. That's false praise.
No, it's not. But I said it before the season even was kicked.
What you're doing?
Hold on. I said it before a ball was even kicked. Why would I make this up? I don't get it. It doesn't give me any pride. It doesn't give me any satisfaction to say that I think Liverpool can win a league. Why would I just randomly make this up?
But why would you say that when last year you were the second best team in the league? Like you were.
You also said we were done when Klopp left. And we were on the
decline when Klopp was still here. He said they haven't done much, right? But Liverpool hasn't done much either. Gooner, what have we done in the transfer market?
Let me stick on my point first.
You were better than us last season. We got the same team.
Let me stick on my point. Let me stick on my point. My point to you is you guys are only very optimistic about winning because you feel like there's clear deficiencies in our squad and our team that make you think that you're going to score 3 or 4 goals. I'm saying if we didn't, then you guys would think that, you know what, probably a 2-1, 3-1 loss. So that's just the first one. You would probably most Liverpool fans would be very, very Liverpool. If we had our first 11 of Raya, Ben White or Timber, Saliba with Gabriel paired with probably Timber or Tomiyasu at left back because we know what he can do against Salah. If we then had in the midfield Odegaard, Partey, and Rice. Or if Marino was up to full scratch, because remember he's come in and he's not been playing well. I would
forget Marino. Odegaard, Partey, Rice.
But that's our midfield three. I would argue to say that's quite clearly better than yours. And then if we go up front and you've got Saka, wait, just relax.
Sorry, I'm just funny.
Then Saka with Havertz and Martinelli. If we had that front, that 11. I would back us to quite easily beat you at home, where you haven't won for 2 years. You've not beaten us for 4 years in the league. It's 4 games in the league. Sorry, apologies. Yeah, I would also say that we have the capability to tear the best teams in Europe a new one. And for all intents and purposes, you've played well for 9, 10 games. Sorry, 12 games. In a new season against, yes, some very average performances against some of these teams. Now, I said this yesterday to the Coppish man. You've played well in some of the games, not all of the games. I've been watching some of your games. I've seen you against Wolves. You ain't great. I've seen you against Crystal Palace. You weren't great. I've seen you against Bologna. You weren't great. So for all of these great things that I'm giving you your props for, are we going to be honest and say that you've played well? I'm sure in your player ratings, you've been honest and said that you've not played well in every single game. You've not been amazing. So I'm giving you all the flowers, but I'm also being very honest. So yes, I have to say that you've played excellently well this season. Yes, your defensive record shows that you have been superb this season, but it hasn't been all amazing because you've needed Alisson. You've needed Alisson in big games this season to help you. Against Chelsea, you weren't great in the first half. Now, it's not crazy for me to think that you would get battered by us at home, where you've not won at our ground for 2 years, and we've not lost against you away for 4 years, or for 2 years, 4 games in total. Yes, you beat us in the FA Cup, different kind of game. So I'm talking about in the league. It's not crazy. I'm not saying anything disrespectful here. So you're only now thinking that you can beat us the way you can because we're missing potentially so many players. So your levels of improvement are only rising, and you're only going to do this. But you can shake your head all you want. But you're only hyping up your performance and the way you are because we're missing so many players. Because I can guarantee
you're missing 2 players.
Listen,
you would never
listen to me. You would Gooner, you know that me and you got a bet going. And I told you.
Wait, you would never sit there barefaced and say from your chest you will beat us 4-1. 4-1
Who
with
said
our first
4-1
11.
though?
Never.
Who said that?
Never.
We never said 4-1. None of us
Listen,
have gone
first
that
of all,
high.
you only missing 2 players, Saliba and Odegaard.
wait a minute.
We missing Ali and Jota.
Who-
2 players, okay?
Who said 4-1? Somebody
I don't know
clearly.
who said
Somebody
4-1.
clearly.
You say you can
Somebody
battle
said
us.
4-1.
He
No,
says
there's
he's gonna
been
battle us
people
with a
that
full
said that.
squad.
People have said that. I've seen it.
Oh,
But he's only
that's
missing
not.
2
Because you
players.
know what?
Alright,
You know the beautiful thing is.
So
because
here's where you should ask us what you think the score should be. How about
Yeah,
that? Before you talk to
said,
people,
well,
ask
but
us what we
Knight
think the
said-
score is
Reverend
going
Knight
to be.
said 3-0. I've seen it in the chat. You said 3-0.
I said 3-0.
Yeah, there you go.
Pop said 2-1.
I
Pop
said
said 2-1.
All right, well, speak.
Disrespectful. There you go. My
That's
point
not
is true.
disrespectful.
So I don't need that. There you go. It's crazy.
You haven't played well this season, Gooner. Your
Listen to
team
me.
has
Doesn't
not
matter.
battered
Doesn't matter.
anybody. You
Doesn't
haven't
I've
played
said
well
to
this
you, and me and you got our personal bet going on, which I'm not going to disclose. I've said to you, you still ain't winning nothing this season. What you need to realize when it comes to Liverpool is completely different to how they used to be. Yes, we have not played well in games, but you know what we have done? We've won those games. Why? Because we scummied them out. We did what we have to do, and that's what teams that win championships do. What a lot of people fail to realize is that we did not this season have to really rely on our goalkeeper to bail us out. Yes, our goalkeeper had to make 1 or 2 saves in the game, but that happens in a game-by-game basis. Teams have not had the opportunity to really get shots off in dangerous situations because our defense as a collective has been so good. That is where the difference is compared to Liverpool teams in the past under Mr. Locke. Our defense from a collective group, from the back 4 to the midfield to the front players, is all a collective job that the team is doing. The front players are coming back. Salah is coming back. Nunez is coming back. Diaz is coming back. Dominic's running all over the pitch and covering ground. Defensively, we don't allow teams to have many shots. Chelsea was better than us on Sunday in the first half. But Chelsea had real no goal opportunities because they didn't have nothing. They had the ball, they had possession, and Mr. Locke played the tactics that way. He allowed them to have the ball and says, okay, we're gonna sit back here and we're gonna let you have your possession, and then we're gonna counter you. So his style compared to our previous manager is completely different. So that's where I say you're wrong, Lee, because our defense is not relying on goalkeeper being brilliant every game. Is because of the team being defensively collective.
I disagree.
I disagree.
You're
gonna see it on Sunday, bro.
I've seen you against Wolves. You could have conceded 2 goals quite easily.
We could have, but we didn't, and it wasn't because the goalkeeper had to make a brilliant save.
No. But again, you're negating the fact that I'm saying your defense has been good. I've given you praise. I've given you praise for your keeper, but I'm also saying the reason why is because your keeper has been 1-on-1 in moments, and they've missed easy chances, or your keeper saved you in chances. I'm not saying you wouldn't have won, but I'm saying you haven't been this imperious team for you to be going so confident. I'll raise you one against
You have,
PSG.
and you have, and you have, and you have. But you've been. You've said that you would batter us with your first 11, so you've been
again.
What makes you imperious and not us? What makes you imperious? No. What makes you imperious?
Let me tell you. Some people listen to respond, and some people listen to hear. You only listen to hear. You don't want to. You only listen to respond. You don't listen to hear.
Don't do that with me. Don't try that with me. Nah, don't try that with me. Don't try that with me. Don't try that.
But you don't listen though, because
I listened to you. I heard you say battered Liverpool. You're taking offense to someone saying that they're going to beat you in a depleted squad, but with your full squad, who has done nothing apparently. You're going to batter us because we played poorly against Wolves.
What point is it that you're sticking on? Because you're
give me your 11 now. Forget that. Give me your 11 for tomorrow, man.
Okay, because we keep jumping from.
Nah, give me the 11. Give me the 11. Give me the 11 for tomorrow.
To me, let me tell you straight up. And I'll be real with you. Whatever 11, it doesn't matter because we'll find a way. You can't. You're doing what you're. Let me tell you, Pops. Let me tell you, you're doing this same annoying thing Chelsea fans were doing to you in the summer. Hence why I was backing you.
What?
You doing
what? Wait, what am I doing?
You're
What am
doing
I
this.
doing?
Oh, you're going to do this. Oh, well, what team are we going to put out? It doesn't matter what team we're going to put out. We'll find a way. You keep doing what Chelsea fans were doing all summer. They were disrespecting you all summer. Ask Monts, he will tell you I was back in Liverpool all summer because
again,
You don't care about all that, though.
You're
You come
not
back wherever the
talking
hell you want to
to
back, bro. You don't
Monts,
care about
and
all
you're
that.
not talking
You
to
talk about your
Chelsea
team, bro.
fans, and
You're
you're not talking to the
yeah,
Liverpool
bro.
fans.
You
You
have-
look at me. You're
Pop,
talking to me
Pop,
right now.
it's-
I've said nothing about Arsenal. Nothing
Pop,
about Arsenal.
Pop.
Zero about Arsenal. All I've done is repeat
Pop,
what you've
you're
said.
not-
All I'm asking you
Pop,
to do is give me the 11 for
but again,
tomorrow.
Pop,
Give me your 11.
you're not-
You gave me the best 11 that you could have. That's what you said. With this 11, we would batter you. Okay, perfect. Give me the 11 for tomorrow.
It will be.
Just give me the 11 for tomorrow.
I can't give you the 11. I can't give you the 11, and I don't know who's fit. I don't know. I don't know who's going to be fit. So it will be probably.
All right, what do you
it will be
suspect? What do you
Raya,
suspect?
It will be.
Give me 15 then.
It will give you Raya. It will be Raya, Ben White.
Good.
It will be. I think it will be Raya, Ben White. It could be Kivior and Gabriel with
Right.
Timber at left back, or it could be Zinchenko.
All
Or it could be Lewis Skelly at left back. I don't know.
Probably Skelly
In
more than
midfield-
Zinchenko. All right,
In
cool.
midfield, it's going to be the quite obvious three of Declan Rice, Marino, and Partey. But again,
Okay.
Declan Rice could play centre back. I don't know. And then obviously
Alright,
on
good.
the right, it could be Saka, it could be Sterling. Up front, it will be or Jesus. On the left, it will obviously be Martinelli, and up front, it will be Havertz. Now, my point to you is this is why I mentioned the Chelsea thing. Is you're going to go through that and dissect and say how are we going to score goals, how are we going to defend, but Arsenal do this stupid thing what you used to do.
What?
Wait,
Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me what I'm going to do? Though?
Let me finish. No, I said, no, let me finish. But what's going to happen is we're going to dissect the Arsenal team and say how we're going to score goals, because that's what's going to happen. Or you're going to dissect it and say how we're going to keep you out. My issue is that Arsenal play down to teams. Arsenal do that. They relax in games. It's not. I'm not defending it. I was at the Leicester game. Anybody that's going to tell me that we didn't play well against Leicester, we had 77 touches in their box. The guy the keeper had a 10 sofa score rating. He played out of his skin. They scored 2 unbelievable world-class goals that wouldn't be scored on another normal day. Fantastic for them. But we should have been 8-0 up. In the first half, they had, I think, 3 touches in there in our half. Not in the box, in our half. We dominated and controlled. We were 2-0 up and they came back 2-2. We end up winning 4-2, I think it was. I was at that game. So I'm seeing people are going to sit there and act like we haven't had great performances and we haven't controlled games. Against PSG, we absolutely tore them a new one. And I think we won 2-0 in the end. We scored 1 goal in the first half and we killed them. Now, I've given you the other side of it. So yes, against Shakhtar Donetsk, we saved our energy. We didn't play well. It's a combination of a few things. But is that same performance going to happen tomorrow? No, it's not going to happen tomorrow. And I do think that there's a little bit of times, as I said, when Arsenal do this weird thing where we play down to competition. We don't do what we need to do all the time, but we raise our level when we play against a big club. The same way how when we went away to Aston Villa, we raised the level. When we went away to Man City, we raised the level. You've not had a performance like Man City away this season. You haven't, because maybe you haven't needed to, but also because you haven't shown that level. So what I'm saying is Arsenal play different types of games against different teams. And when we play you tomorrow, you're going to go through and dissect all of these different things. And I'm trying to say to you, the same thing I said to Chelsea fans in the summer. Stop disrespecting Liverpool because they're not a paper team. You've got Harvey Elliott that may not look great on paper, but he performs. You've got Curtis Jones, who I don't rate. I think he's so bang average, but he performs. He raises his level at certain points in the season. Arsenal have those players, and tomorrow we're gonna show you what needs to happen and how to play against the big boys. The same way.
They can play. Listen, don't get me wrong. Gooner, don't get me wrong. You guys are going to rise to the occasion. You guys are going to rise to the occasion.
So last week when you had,
can I say? Hold on.
Last week when you played against Chelsea, you parked the bus. You did the counter attack. You did counter attack.
We didn't park the bus. We just let them have the ball. You guys parked the bus. You said you went into. You said you had a phenomenal game when you went into City. You went into City parking the bus, playing for us. You were in there to go and beat them. You went there to play a draw. Let me be real, really. Come on.
That's absolute nonsense. In the first
Nah. You went in there for a draw. You didn't go in there to beat them.
in the first half, we were better than Man City. We scored 2 goals. We should have scored another goal from a set piece. But it doesn't matter. You can't move the needle. We played better than them. On open play. You can clap when you want, but you're not making sense. You're not listening to what I'm saying to you.
Listen, man.
I'm saying to you, we played better than Man City in open play.
You
what
realize
is
that
your
you're the
point
only
now?
one that's talking, right? You're the
But
only
it's
one
nonsense.
talking.
What
So
is
how is it that I'm not making
mate.
sense? You're the only one that's talking, though.
Okay, cool.
Listen,
I
No
said
worries.
these
nothing.
man have been playing well.
I
but
literally
guess what?
I've said nothing but been accused of so much. I said, give me
I
your
know.
11. You gave the
I
11,
don't wanna
maybe
go
50.
through
I
my
said,
11.
give me 11, 50, whatever you think.
Going through my 11 makes
Then
no sense.
you told
Makes no
me
sense.
what I was gonna say after you gave the 11 and continue to speak. Like it's a monologue. I said, give me your 11. Just curious to see where your 11 is, because you said we'll find a way to get it done. So all I wanted to hear was your 11 that would find a way. That's all.
I can
But
be honest
somehow-
with you, right, Lee? Klopp has not
said that
slated Arsenal at all this season.
Not a
He's
word.
not. He's not that type of guy. I'm
Well,
the
he
one
has.
that's raping
But I on
you
stream
guys
now.
because can't
I
stand
on
your club.
stream right now, Barnes. Forget what was said this season. Right now, right here, right now. Today we're having a
And-
conversation.
And here's how I can
talking about
debunk
all
you.
sort of mess.
Here's how I can debunk you, Lee. You see that City game? I can read out some stats for you because you say you were good, right? Your
Why we
XG
going
was
back there,
point.
though? Why we
Your
going back
XG was no. Because I need to bring this up. Your XG was 0.59. You had 22% possession in the entire game. 22 tells me that you'd have parking the bus. You had 5 goal attempts and 3
What was
shots
it in
on
the first
goal.
half? What was it in
Huh?
the
You
first
play with
half?
10 men.
No,
You
this
only
is
had
the
10 men.
overall
But you only
game.
had 10
I
men.
don't
Also,
know.
No,
obviously, you
but
have
give it to
22%
me.
possession.
Of course. What am I missing something?
You only had 10 men, so the
Wait,
22%
hold on,
possession can be
hold on, hold on.
obvious.
Wait,
Yeah, he
hold
had
on,
10
hold
men.
on,
You get a
hold
red
on,
card.
Hold on a second. Hold on, just for 1 second.
That's more the question you should ask.
Let's
That's what the question should be.
Because what are we doing now? Are we doing the trolling and banter thing?
No, I'm not trolling because I want to debunk some stuff that you're saying.
We're doing the football chat. Man City play the best football comparative to probably Barcelona on the ball in world football. They keep the ball. They have the best players or some of the best players in their positions. We know what Pep's going to do. They're at home. You cannot sit there and say to me that they wouldn't probably have this. They wouldn't have more position overall anyway in the game. We went
They
down
always
to,
have possession.
okay, cool. So we then went down to 10 men protecting a lead. We protected a lead. We were winning 2-1 at the time. We conceded a 97th minute goal. So you're sitting here now giving me stats where we lost Trossard, and yes, we had to sit in and grind out a win. I don't understand now why the football gods or somebody sitting here telling me that because we parked the bus against the best team in the world, you have the best players, you have the best striker, you are going to have the ball 11 against 11. Now we've lost a player. We are winning. We are winning. Your percentages of whatever it is you're going to say to me, it's null and void, because of course we're going to play a certain kind of way when we are 10 men against 11 men. What's wrong with that?
That man got disciplinary issues here. I could see a red card in this game too. I could see a red card in this game too. Stupid people.
Can we forget City?
Forget.
Yeah. Let me come to
Liverpool
that.
playing Arsenal tomorrow. What are we talking about City?
Exactly.
Because
apparently
in the Premier League now, the only team to play is City. Everybody else is nobody, apparently. Because we played nobody.
What is the issue?
Arsenal have played City and nobody else then. So the only team to play is City. So right now you've played City and lost. We haven't played City yet. It's us against you. Forget City, forget everything else. You're 11. You said you're going to find a way to win, whether Saka plays or doesn't play, whether Timber plays or doesn't play. Well, all right, good. You're saying that people disrespect the names. Again, that's people, not me. I heard your fans are very hesitant about Kirior. Your fans are saying that they want the youngster Scalier. Say the name for me on the left back.
Skelly, yeah.
Scalier.
Right.
Skelly.
They want him to play over Zinchenko.
Yes.
So I'm listening to you because I'm listening to other content creators put together. They're 11. I'm listening to hear what you say. You're telling me what I'm going to say. I have nothing negative to say about Arsenal. I'm interested in the fact that you said that we're going to win the league, but it's easy to beat us. That's funny. You want us to win the league, but you can beat us.
I don't want you
Which
to
league
win.
are you? Because You were the lead that told us that we were done once Klopp left anyhow, and we
Well,
were
hold
on
on,
the
hold on.
decline because
Did
he
I
was
say
taking
I
over,
want
right?
you to win? Wait, hold on. It's a prediction.
Well,
You
sorry.
asked at the start of
You
the
predict
season
us to win the
who's
league.
going to
Sorry.
win.
That's what you said. You said that you claim that you predict us to win the league. Okay, cool. So if you predict us to win the league, then wouldn't it still be a difficult game against us then? You said City's the best team, bar Barcelona, but we're going to win the league. But still, you would batter us. I'm listening and I'm confused as to what I'm supposed to be hearing
because
from you.
again, you listen just to hear and you to respond and not to hear. That's why.
I listen to hear. Yeah, that's actually
I've made it very clear. No. You just want to. You don't listen to actually process what I'm saying. You listen just to blab out something straight away. That's literally what you do, because I've literally made it so clear to you my points.
You spoke for 20 minutes and I sat here quietly.
So let me make it, and that's the worst part.
Literally.
You made it clear, but no, but you have, because you
land.
you've checked at a certain point.
Land. Say what you gonna say. Say what you gonna
Let me
say.
make it very clear. I believe that because football isn't linear. So because Arsenal finished second last season, people think that, oh, it doesn't mean that you may have had expectations, or someone may have expectations for us to finish first because we finished. Football isn't linear. It doesn't work like that. So every season you have to improve. I don't think that in the summer we did enough to improve. I was absolutely dumbfounded, and I found it absolutely disappointing that we did not do enough in the transfer window. And getting Sterling in my opinion, wasn't good enough. Can he perform for one game tomorrow? Yes. Over the course of the season, is he going to do enough? No. So that was my point. My other
What else
point
did you want?
was,
What else did you want? What else did you want?
But my other point to it was, everybody kept disrespecting Liverpool, and I kept saying over and over and over again, last season you were 8 games away from winning the league, and you bottled it as well as Arsenal, because you lost against Crystal Palace at home and we lost against Aston Villa at home in the same weekend, one game after another game, and you could have won all those games out and still won. So you bottled it as well as us. Now, I also think that you had many injuries last season where we didn't. So I put all of that into my little bowl, and I concluded that I believe that Liverpool can win the league, because I don't think you've done enough. And the last point, and the most important point, is the picture that is on Barnes' photo now. I think he was finished. And it's shown he wasn't good enough to win you a league, because these same very players are performing at a different level than what they did last season. And I'm not going to allow people like Drifty, who's my brother, to come on streams and say, oh, it was because, we were upset about Klopp leaving, or because of the cloud around in the club because Klopp said that he was going to leave in January, which is BS. Because if any other fan base did that, there'll be hell breaking loose. So I put all of that into my bowl and concluded, and I also said, Man City, I just can't see them winning 5 league titles in a row. I don't think they have enough. And they've now lost Rodri, and it's only confirmed my point. So I put all of that in, and I came to the conclusion that I felt Liverpool were going to win it. So there's no ulterior motive. There's nothing that makes me want to see Liverpool win, but I use a logical process to say why you would win the league. There's nothing other than that.
Your logic, right? Because you know that this time last season we had only lost 1 game as well.
What's that in context to? What's that in relation to?
Because you've suddenly said and extrapolated that Klopp's finished, new manager in, and the new manager in is going to win the league. Because I'm just following your train of thought here. Because you said you put it into your bowl. In your bowl, 12 games into the season, before the season started, because this is your prediction. You're saying, right? You predicted this. So Rodri getting hurt sort of affirms your prediction that Man City weren't going to have enough, and you're not buying more players affirms the fact that you haven't pushed on. We bought 1 player. I'm sure you were one of the people that said we were washed last season.
I said the manager, and again, What did I say? Again, you listened only to respond and not to hear. What did I say? The reason why I was confident and I was
last season. What were you saying about
the reason
Liverpool?
why I was high and
What were you saying about
expecting
Liverpool last season?
Well, is because I didn't think you were going to have as many injuries. But that's a major factor, and a major point you didn't include. Because why? You listened to respond and not to hear. That's why. So trust me, brother. You can't do this with me. I've already backed up all my points.
No, but you can't do it with me neither. So let me not pretend that you got the upper hand or something. I sit here and listen to you. I'm listening to comprehend, not to respond. I'm asking you questions.
Okay.
If you can't manage the questions, tell me you can't manage the questions. It's very simple, It's very, very simple. I sat down and listened to you. Go on and on and on. I'm asking you questions, and your rebuttal is always this. I'm asking you questions. I will understand. You put it into your bowl, so I need to understand what you're doing. Let me understand. So in your logic, you think that our new coach, is going to be better than Arteta and Pep Guardiola through the course of a season to win us the league.
Say that again.
Is the mic on? No, you said that we're going to win the league. Right? Yeah. In your view, we're going to win the league. So you think that our coach is better than Tech and Pep, or is it just circumstances are going to happen such that we win?
I think it's circumstances rather than actual their ability to win the league. Yeah, as in, I don't necessarily think that Pop is better than Arteta, but if he wins it, then he will show that he's better. That is a way. Right now, nobody's going to sit here and say that your manager is better than Arteta because he's not done it in the league. But if he comes in and wins it in his first season, it's circumstantial in my opinion. But I also have to give him his flowers because he's won it. But let me read you something. Because this again, people are going to think I'm waffling. I said on the game that you played against Ipswich, I quoted over a video of your manager. Let me see if I can find it. And I said very clearly, yeah, look, I'm very optimistic and I think that you're going to finish first.
Check the private chat box. Go ahead, Lee.
I said it, man. So look, ultimately, as I said, I don't think it's crazy for me to think that, that you guys can win the league, but you can lose a game. You can lose. You lost against Nottingham Forest. You're not going to go unbeaten. You're not going to go unbeaten the whole season.
Only Arsenal can do that.
Well, clearly.
Only Arsenal can do that. So let me ask you this, Gooner. If Slot comes and wins the league this year, what does that say about Arteta in terms of waffling for the last 3 seasons?
No, it doesn't mean that he's waffling for the last 3 seasons. It means that it could mean a few things. It could mean that he's not good enough. It could mean that he's a nearly man. And as I said, because I've not propped this guy up. I said he's a damn good manager, but so is Emery, but he's not won a league as well. So I'm sitting here saying to you, I can see deficiencies in the guy, but I also think that people, as per usual, last season we were unbeaten against the top 6. I haven't seen that under a manager for how long? Our record since he's come in is unbelievable against the top 6. And all I'm sitting here saying is the guy isn't as crap as what people make out. And some people sit here and they like to cuss him because he likes to do different things. He likes to try different ways to motivate his team. People like to mock him because he's got a full head of hair. All of these things, but it's not good. It's not good enough. And again, people are going to say £600 million spent. Again, have I sat here and defended that? No. Firstly. Secondly, with the context, again, what people don't like to do, but I'm a very nuanced man and I'm very educated. With a contextual look at things, 600 million, 650 million pounds spent in 5 years when we've never spent that kind of money, given where we started and where we are now, it's a damn good return.
But where are you now? You still ain't winning the trophy that you want.
Again,
that's the thing.
Again,
stop
being so tunnel visioned on what I'm saying to you.
Trophies make you what you are.
Wait, hold on. Wait. No, you're being tunnel visioned on what I'm saying. Man. Wait, no. You're being tunnel visioned. Have I once said that we don't need to win trophies? No. Exactly. So I'm saying in the context of the money spent with comparative other clubs that have spent mad amounts of money, we are a very good team. He's shown that he's capable of getting this team spending in comparative 600, 700 million pounds in comparative to Chelsea spending X amount of money and Man United spending X amount of money. He's got us back to a point where no one can banter us here. No, you can say what you like. Nobody can tell me my team's crap. You can't tell me my players are crap. You can't tell me that he's not found ways to win games. You can't tell me anything. You can talk about his probably European record because it's not great, but you can't banter my team no more. We're not Man United. We're not Chelsea. So overall, with that context of where we came from and where we are today, where I believe that we are probably near enough the same kind of team. We've caught up to the top teams in the league, and I can say we can win the league. Will we win the league? I don't believe we will, but I can say we can. That's a
You're
an
Arsenal fan. You should say that.
No. Again, no. That's not, because there's no given right for me to say, oh, just because I'm an Arsenal fan that we can win the league. Yeah, but Chelsea, with all the money at the start of the season that they've spent, nobody said they was going to win the league. Chelsea fans didn't say they were going to win, and they spent £1 billion. So what I'm saying is, stop being so tunnel vision to say that because we've spent X amount of money that it must mean that trophies come. It helps, of course, it helps. It gives you a better position to win. But I'm not sitting here saying that we're going to win the league, because I don't think we will win the league. But I'm saying,
can I ask you this? One question.
Yeah, we're a much better team.
One question. So what's the difference between your team this year and last year? And the difference between Liverpool's team last year and this year? What's the difference? How are we just all of a sudden going to win the league with the same exact team and you have the same exact team as last season? And you went to the.
No, they do have some additional players. Calaflori, they did sign some players.
Because you
got Timber back.
Because with Liverpool, you don't have to go through you've got world class players. No one needs to talk about these world class players that Arsenal potentially have. You've got bona fide 4 world class players in your squad, and the best players in the league in certain positions that people like to, the rhetoric that people like to go with. So again. I don't let's break this down. Your manager wasn't good enough. You got rid of him. Your players were injured last season. Okay, he left. Fine. Let me say, I make sure I say things properly. Your manager wasn't good enough, and he decided to leave. He decided to walk. Your players were very injury prone, and some of your better players didn't perform last season because I believe and we even saw evidence of that with the fractured relationship that we saw at the end of the season with Mo Salah and Klopp, which we had never seen. So these things that we had never seen came to the fore at the end of the season. I'm sitting here saying that last season you were very unlucky with the amount of injuries, and you still were 8 games away from possibly winning the league. Why is it crazy for me to now think that you can win the league this season if you don't get the same amount of injuries? And you've got a manager who sets your team up better than
a new manager, by the way. A new manager that's never played in the Prem. Okay, so that's a big deal. Big deal, because you're always saying that about Arteta. New manager,
no signings.
You understand? No signings. You have the same exact team that pushed City 2 years in a row, and you telling me, oh, Liverpool's gonna win the league? Come on, man.
What? Okay, so now what?
I don't even have Liverpool winning the league. I don't even have Liverpool winning the league.
So what? Come and tell me that. So hold on. Okay, cool.
They got married.
Okay, hold on. Okay, cool. So take this in. I said that Arsenal could possibly win the league this season. I said that I said Liverpool could possibly win the league this season. I think they will. I said that Liverpool are going to have a damn good season. It's 8 games in. You're top of the league. So I'm not crazy now. I'm not crazy for thinking that, am I? Because you're doing better. Hold on. Crab. So who's wrong right now, currently? Me or you? Because I said this before the season started. You didn't have the same faith in your team, but I'm the crazy one for thinking that Liverpool can have a good season.
You're trolling, man. There's no way you can say Liverpool will win the league this year. There's no way.
I'm giving you logical reasons. How can I troll when I'm giving you logical reasons?
Sure, man. Listen, I'm a Liverpool fan, and I think we will come.
Maybe you're not a very good one.
I think we'll come third. Because we don't have the substance there. So then you saying your team, you're an Arsenal fan, but you don't think your team could win the league. So that means you're not a real Arsenal fan.
We win in the league. Look, and before we push out, Trigger got a question for you. If
let me get
you
scoreline. Let me get scoreline from Lee.
hold on before that, I want Lee to answer this question. It is Crab, you took it off there
Forget-
just now.
Sorry.
Me. Sorry.
Oh,
Figure out it.
if you finish third with no trophy, are you still Arteta in?
Depends how. I mean, with no trophy,
Which you're not getting.
trophy.
I'm telling
Third or
you.
no trophy. Simple question.
No, probably he needs to go. Yeah.
Okay. Now give me your score prediction for tomorrow.
Wait a minute. Since you like so much nuance and context, so if you're third and 5 points off first, 3 points off second, but you're third, he still needs to go.
Say that again.
If
You're
you're 5
5
points
points
away
off
from
first.
first and 3
So we
points
win.
away
We
from
win the
second,
league with 92 points, and you finish third with 87 points.
does he still need to go?
No, if you don't win anything, because there's 4 cups that he can win. So if you don't win the league, doesn't mean that he doesn't. You know, he doesn't have the opportunity to win other trophies.
Okay. Give me your score prediction for tomorrow.
I think we'll win probably 2-1. It would not surprise me if we won 3-1. As I said, I cannot.
The
And
disrespect.
again, what did I say? And hold on. What did I say? I said if your fans, I said, and my point is, and you didn't let me finish. If your players act how your fan base are, I think you're in trouble, because every season you go to Man United away thinking you're going to win, and last season you got batted up twice away. Last season,
we don't care about them, bro.
no, but no, you can't
And
keep
this season,
moving the needle.
and this season,
it's crazy.
within the context of what we're talking about, this season we went to Man United and did what?
Yes,
Yep.
again. So I'm backing up my point by saying you haven't beaten us. You haven't beaten us in 2 seasons at our ground. You haven't beaten us in 4 games at your ground and our ground combined in the league. I'm sitting here saying, yes, you're a damn good team. I've given you all the props, the flowers that you need and you deserve. I'm saying here that I think that you're overzealous. You might come and think that gun ho, because everybody's sitting here thinking, oh yeah, you're just Liverpool. Hold on, wait, let me finish. Liverpool are going to just give us the ball. Liverpool are going to just sit back and counter attack. But because you're a manager, he might be naive and think we're missing players that we're going to go on their front foot, and that could go against you. And as I said, that's the reason why I think we could 3-1. I think that I'm going with 2-1, but it wouldn't shock me if it's 3-1, because I do
3-1
think
isn't disrespectful in your opinion. Disrespecting my team.
with
That's
the
not
context of if
Context
again.
if you come with the attitude of the fans,
like the fans,
then yeah, I think,
like the fans.
Yeah.
But Gooner, what is wrong with coming in there confident because you're missing key players? What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that?
I didn't
But I'm saying,
didn't say that.
That's the reasons fans are saying what they're saying, right? But that's not me. I don't think we're going there and battle you.
When a team has some injuries to key components of their squad, it is normal for you to be a little bit more confident and go in there and take full advantage. If you have aspirations to win a league, when a team is down, what team is on the pitch and they're not your regular squad that you're playing as an opposition, you go in there and you go and take full advantage, and you take advantage of them and you beat them up. That's what you're supposed to do. If you don't have that mentality, for me, you've got a weak mentality. When I played competitive basketball and I knew the star player was not on the other team and he wasn't playing, I'm going in there to kill that opponent, the team. I'm going to take full advantage and I'm going to abuse them and help my team win the game. That is what you do when you have strong mentality.
And again,
you're not.
I think it's probably that analogy. I can even go one step further, because yesterday, partly I saw the Lakers. They played against Phoenix Suns. They're a title challenging team, and I would be dumb and really and truly Phoenix Suns are a damn good team, and they should be beating the Lakers. The Lakers, I
Agreed.
love LeBron James. He's, for me, I said it before, he's the GOAT. But
Nah, he's not.
really,
Stop
but,
it.
He's not.
okay, let's not do semantics about it. The point I'm trying to say to you is when I
He's
look
good
at
at going to
the
Diddy
Phoenix
party.
Suns,
That's what he
when I look
does.
at the Suns
Oh.
power of big three, I believe they should be beating. They should be beating the Lakers. The Suns will
Yeah,
probably go
agreed.
deeper in the playoffs from them, but you can still lose. And if they were missing the third wheel, let's say that they were missing Devin Booker, second player, the second best player on the team, let's say, for example, I would still expect probably Lakers to win the game because they're missing one of their big point players. But I would also think that they're not going to be blown out by 25 points. There's a way to lose. And that was my main point that I stuck with at the start. I think as I said, traveling back from New York, I was able to watch a lot of content and see a lot of Liverpool fans the way they're saying. And I just think that people have made out that Arsenal are this dead out team that can't find ways to win, and 4-1s, 4-0s, 3-1s. But the way that they were talking is it's going to be easy and walk in the park. I just think that what Arsenal can do is they can find ways to win. And even if we do lose, it's not going to be the way that people are making out. And that was my main sticking point. That was my main sticking point, what I was trying to say. So when I say that Arsenal can win 3-1, that's the probability of that happening is very low, very slim. But what I'm trying to say is if your fan base and your fans and your players are thinking the same way, and you think you're just going to come in here from a title challenging team and take 3 points the way that you're good, like taking candy from a baby, you're in for a shock, because these players that Arsenal have, we haven't been title challengers for 2 seasons for no reason. We haven't been to the quarterfinals of the Champions League for no reason. We haven't beaten Man City and drawn against it. Wait, hold on.
I don't understand.
We haven't drawn against. We haven't shown resilience and drawn against Man City and was 30.
Man, you waffling now? Stop
10
it.
seconds.
What are you doing?
Seriously.
Since when we
Listen,
stop
Lee,
fans,
listen to me.
attitude
I-
running
I'm
into
gonna
the
be-
team? Oh,
I'm going to be
shite, man.
shameless. I'm going to be shameless.
You,
All
listen,
everything you just said is that.
you need to be more selective in what you listen to. You need to be more selective in what you
agreed.
listen to. That's all they hear. Be more
agreed.
selective, because
Listen.
nobody. You've spoken to me the most on this panel, right? The most. At what point in time did I say Liverpool are going to walk into the Emirates, take candy from a baby, and go back home because you're a shit? Never said it. It's never come from my mouth. All I keep hearing you saying is other fans, other fans, other fans. You talking to me? You talking to us? Forget the other idiots.
Never said we're gonna buy
That is obviously
Never.
stupidness. If someone is
So-
saying
So
that
you've never
that
seen something
you're going to
online.
batter
So you've never seen. So now, okay.
every
cool.
week,
So
I see a
every
lot of
week I
crazy
got
stuff
you on the
online.
Gunnerly.
I ignore it.
Gunnerly,
No, no,
you
no,
on
no.
AFTV. You're on AFTV. Some of the wildest things is get said on AFTV. And if
That's
you on and
right.
I can say this to you, I might say, Lee boy, I see a man on AFT saying this, and you know what you can say? Pops, I ain't saying that, and I ain't here to represent everybody on AFTV. So I
But
just
that-
telling you the same
man.
thing. Beijing Reds TV and Pops don't represent everybody else.
That's
So
right.
don't keep bringing all of the everybody else stuff.
No,
You
it's
said
not.
Never said we're
it's-
gonna
It's not just.
it's a marginal. It's marginal that you could win 3-1, which means obviously it's marginal in the other way that we could win 3-1. Yeah, if it's a
It's going
marginal
to be a tough game.
result, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
But
hard
we
game.
win.
So a man
I'm
saying
pretty sure it's
3-1
gonna be easy.
marginally. The consensus is probably going to be it could be a draw, or it could go either way by 1 goal, because both teams are very strong defensively, and they're both good teams.
For all
Oh my
of this,
God.
for all of this chat from all three of you, if you don't win Monday,
Oh.
I'll be back here.
Oh,
And
this
on Monday,
so this what
on
this what
Monday,
this
we're
what
gonna
really
have-
about.
we're gonna
So
have
this what
some
really about.
stern
This what
words.
really about.
because we're gonna
This
have
All right,
what really
listen.
about. Yeah,
we're gonna have
this
some
what about.
stern
This what
words
about.
on Mondays because I
This
know
what
we've got
really
to wrap
about. I
up.
got it
So
now. I
on
got
Monday,
it. I got it. I know it
on
about. I know
Monday,
it about.
let me just make it very abundantly clear
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I'll be
Don't be
as free as
51 minutes
I'll
late
be
though.
as
Be early.
free-
Be
I'll-
bright and early.
No, no.
Wait.
As I said,
If we draw two, you're coming back. If we pull a draw, you coming
listen,
back.
this morning, right? I woke up. I had to wake up at 6:30 to take my nephew to because he plays for Crystal Palace. He actually played. Yeah, he plays for Crystal Palace.
Nice.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. So
Big
I
up,
had to
big
wake
up,
up, take him all the way to football, which is an hour from my house. I then had to come all the way back. As soon as I came back, I had dropped my head on that pillow, man, and I was so tired. And even last night, I messaged Beige and I said, hold on, is that at 2 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Because man, I was like, if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, there's no way I can do it, because I was shattered, man. I couldn't do it, man.
You say a little man played against Crystal Palace.
But Monday, listen,
Plays for Crystal Palace.
Set the damn stream up now, because Monday I'm here anyway. So
all right, listen, and when we cook you tomorrow, then you're gonna get it. But before we go, people, I'm gonna leave the stream with this, just for Gooner Lee, because you know me, I share.
Gooner Lee, though, bigger.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not.
And with that, people, Gooner Lee gonna be back at the reaction, and we're gonna have a conversation on why Arsenal was so bad. I'll let you know. We'll chat in the DMs.
Okay,
but people,
cool,
make sure you
like, subscribe,
and catch us tomorrow for the watch along. Lovely, love
for the battering, for the battering.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so
yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.